Tried to do a couple things this week that weren't really music related. I took Jack out on the boat. That was kind of fun. And so he's been loving that. Trying to get some shed time in on some stuff we're doing for Sacred Winds. A lot of snare drum stuff. I'm also the percussion coordinator, so making sure that we have everybody's where they're supposed to be and has all the equipment they're supposed to have and has all the music they're supposed to have and all that kind of stuff. So that's part of my gig with that ensemble as well. And actually what I do for all that is I just make tons and tons and tons of notes and tons of spreadsheets and write everything down. So that ends up being a lot of what I do, is just writing things down and trying to pass that information along. If you're not a notebook person, I highly recommend that you become one. Also, got a pretty exciting box from Vic Firth yesterday. My man Brian Stockard hooked me up with the Anders mallets. If you're familiar with Anders mallets from the company that he was with previously, they're pretty similar. I got the blue mallets, the 302s, and the orange mallets, the 290s. I needed something in the middle, not super hard, but kind of just right dead in the middle, so I went with the blue. This is the middle one. And then I needed some soft with a lot of fundamental, so I went with the 290s. I like them. I think they're great. They're pretty heavy on the end. I normally use the Ney Rosario mallets or the light blue Terry Gibbs. These are a much different kind of mallet. I don't know, they're closer to a marimba sound on vibraphone, and I feel like you can actually go back and forth to marimba with these pretty easily. They're a little long for my taste. If I had one complaint, it would maybe be just maybe about an inch or so shorter. But that being said, I have to play some marimba on this gig too, and I feel like I can use these mallets on marimba comfortably and not have to load the bag up with a ton of mallets that I may not really even need. So pretty much these 8 mallets are really the ones that I take and play all the vibraphone stuff with and play all the marimba stuff with. I may throw some Van Sices in there just if I've got space in the bag, because I always want to make sure that I have enough options. All right, so this is going to be what goes in the bag for this gig. Brand new Anders mallets. Got the M302s and the M290s. Those are going to be for the vibraphone stuff and some of the marimba stuff that I have to do. Just in case we need another marimba color, Vic Firth Robert Van Sice M123s and the Vic Firth M130s. I've got a couple wood block, kind of hard mallet percussion things I have to play. I always throw a pair of Glock mallets in for this gig just because I end up playing Glock, whether I plan to or not. Just kind of always seems to happen. And then Ted Adcat's snare drum sticks, the Ney Rosario snare drum sticks, and then I always throw a pair of drum set sticks in just in case. Also, we'll throw in just keys and different things like that will go in here. The tambourine bag is going to be pretty full. I play tambourine on 2 different tunes. That's a Pandera. I got that in Brazil a couple years ago. Not going to take it, but it lives in the bag, so it always goes. Black Swamp TC1 will probably be the tambourine of choice. I have the Overture series as well in here, just in case something weird happens and I end up needing another one. That's the more student line Black Swamp tambourine, but I think it legitimately sounds pretty good, and I use it on various gigs. The bottom of the bag, Black Swamp wood blocks, my bass drum mount that I will need, various clamps and things to suspend this triangle with, and the triangle is the 8-inch Sound Art triangle, I believe. Oh, and the most important thing that goes in the Black Swamp bag is the black towel. For the percussionist in your life, give them a black towel. We never can have enough. Also going to throw in the Majestic Prophonic Snare drum, love this drum. It comes with me whenever I do a concert gig like this. It's actually not mine. It's borrowed, but it's a great drum. And then Black Swamp drum, or not Black Swamp, Beetle percussion, drum pad. One of the old ones will come along too. A lot of gear. So, vibraphone mallets, Vic Firth, Anders, great stuff. Also did an interview 2 days ago with Tim Church from Black Swamp. Black Swamp is launching a podcast. I think the first episode came out maybe last week, and they're using my music as the intro music, which I'm very humbled by. It's the tracks from 5 on 5, which is a snare drum collection that I published through C. Allen. I may try to put a link in the bottom of the video or something if you want to check that out. But yeah, they're using that music, and they asked me if I'd be cool with being on the podcast, and I said that sounds like a fun thing to try to do. So they called me yesterday. We did about an hour talk about just different stuff. I mean, we really covered a wide array of bizarre topics, so I think that's cool. It should come out maybe at the end of the summer or in the early fall or something like that, so that would maybe something to keep an eye out for. So heading out tomorrow. First thing, Austin Gilead, who's the head director at Southwestern, and me, we're going to carpool over to Pikeville. It's about a 2.5 hour drive. So rehearsal tomorrow night, all day Saturday, concert Sunday, concert Monday. Really looking forward to getting to play this gig.